Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a new Life Makeover reveal video. Today we're gonna have a look at the upcoming 6-star set. As usual, I will be reviewing from Weibo, so the Chinese server. They are a little bit ahead of us, so they often announce it before us, but it's not 100% guaranteed that we'll be getting it. I think it's really probable, but just keep that in mind when we have a look at these sets today. As usual, I will be having different chapters in the description or in the play bar. If you want to skip to a specific part or a specific set, feel free to use that. And without further ado, let's get into watching the reveal trailer. Oh yeah, I think it's like eagle themed. The preview picture had like crystals. Wait a minute. There's just like a fallen star. That better be a mount. That better be a mount. I don't know how I feel about the hair. I think I'm really mixed about it. She's like a crystal star moon. Powerful bow and arrow. Oh no, life returns. That is sick. Oh, look at those colors. Oh, the arms. I think I like it. Fuck. I've been safe for so long. It's the colors, yeah. It's the blue with the blonde. I think that's what it is. I need to look past that. Wowie, okay, that looked so exciting. I love like a super feminine hero that saves the world. I think this is so cool. Can you see the birds too with the feathers? Oh, let's see. Eternal night devours the lunar corona and the silver arrows pierce the apocalyptic fable. Soul Hunter era, okay? Okay. Here they describe her as the daughter of the gods. With everything going on, the moon turned scarlet, so you saw the red moon. And she comes down to Earth to cleanse the moon, basically, and make everything, like, break the illusion, make everything go back to normal. So that's what it was. That looked really good. Now, let's have a look at the other reveal. Here's always where they kind of also explain the set a little bit. So let me read that before we have a look so we kind of know what we're working with. Alright, this is insane. The amount of dual form items is actually insane. So the dual dress have a dress form and then a combat form. There is shoes that go from alien deer legs, you heard that right, and I think like regular heels, I suppose. Then the bow also has dual form. We have transforming into a more rounded moon shape when seated and switching automatically with different motions. I don't know if you can manually switch that, but switches around with the animation that she does, I think. The hair has dual motions. Anti-gravity ponytail, while the draping posture is graceful and flowing. So there's one with gravity and no gravity. Okay, I like that because with the mermaid one, it's always back there. I think I have another one or two that kind of are always like kind of floating. It's kind of cool having one that's not doing that. Dual form holy crown is supposed to showcase dialogue between the wildness and divinity. And you can switch between realistic and crystal. And there's also the dual form ice eagle. There's like a small and a big one. I think it's going to be like the dragon, if I had to guess, because the dragon also had like a small dragon you can kind of like hold as a handheld, and you can switch it though the dragon is big. And I think they're also going to make this amount. I would assume so. I can't really tell from the weirdly translations. Why didn't I put it together? I love Greek mythology. It is based on Artemis. Oh, I hate it. I really want this set with the mermaid, guys. Oh, it's based on Artemis. So Artemis is the god of hunting, the moon, and birth. So she's the daughter of Leto and Zeus and the twin brother of Apollo. They mention it here too. Artemis, eternal goddess of the moon and the hunt. Oh wow, have they ever done a Greek mythology? Because my head automatically goes like that was probably like some Chinese folklore that I don't know about, but I know this one. I know this one. That is sick. They were trying to convey the visual narrative of having divinity, wildness, and the moon, and making sure that it's extra sparkly and that it really conveys that the moon is the moon. I guess it parts on her clothing. So to have the nature in there, they have here stated that the moon river is in the skirt. I don't know if a skirt, because again, it's Chinese translated from Google. If it is separate, I don't think so. But the skirt of the dress, if it is attached, is supposed to be the river, and then you saw the vines on there, so that's the rest of nature. They explained that for the deer alien food that had like feet or hooves that they made, that they did research in how real hoofed animals work and how it looks, and that's how they took their inspiration, which I think is really, really cool. And they tried to make it as realistic as possible, making it how a human would look if they did have deer foot, is what they're saying. And the ice eagle is inspired by a buzzard, and here they confirm that if the ice eagle transforms into its full form, that people can use it as a stunning vehicle. Alright, that's enough text. I am dying to see more of this set, because what do you mean this is Artemis? Yeah, so you see like the sparkles on her skirt, that's the river, and then the vines is then the rest of the forest. Nature moon, powerful goddess kind of vibe. And here you can see the anti-gravity for the hair. And there's the buzzard, or the ice eagle. And the moon that she sits on, I think, is also the handheld. Yeah, look, she snatches it back up. So I think that's a 2-in-1. I'm having a hard time seeing the dual mode for the dress. Oh, wow. You can see the deer, like, ear part piece. Oh, here you can see the hooves. Do you see it? Like, half of her leg is, like, crystallized. The back of the skirt. I really like it. The chest piece with the feather, and then the feathers here being clear on her back are so pretty. The vines on her gloves. Wow. Oh, the flowers on her arm. Help. Oh, the feathers on her chest. That is the perfect amount of feathers in nature. And the buzzard. And here you can see how glowy the feet are with the vines. And then this is the other mode, so you can switch around. I love it. I love it. Even the regular shoe is so pretty. I love the vines. Wow. I don't know if I missed it for the dress. I think I did it. Same as with the hair, but I don't know if this is like the complete anti-gravity and one's kind of floating behind her. That's like the regular one. I think this is the first version of the dress, because here you can see behind her there's no big feathers. Like, it's just regular. And then for this one you do see the feathers behind her. So I think that's the warrior mode, but it's a bit hard to tell apart for me. But just know it does exist. Okay, I love to see it. Now it's time for some pictures. It is gorgeous. And then we have the red moon here in the background. A lot going on. I don't know if there's going to be a jacket piece. It's always hard to tell here because I do see bracelet, I think earrings, face piece, probably 2 types of hair accessories. We got the hair, the bird, and then I think the moon where she's sitting on is also the handheld at the same time. And the hoofs are crazy cool. They're cool. I love the shape of the dress too, because you know me, like I like the short in the front, long in the back kind of thing. And I think it looks really nice, but in the video they were just moving a little bit too much or something, because you saw all the vines and they were just kind of like going everywhere. It was a bit hard to see, so hopefully in these pictures it will clear it up a little bit. Look at these. All right, maybe like this, because it looks like a bit of embroidery. Maybe this is on socks, and then the socks end here, and then this turns into the shoe, like the crystallized see-through. You can see the last of the leg here, and then kind of like a metal for the toe, and you even see scratches like she's been walking around, like she like it's been actually like used to walk in, which I think is so cool. And then the vines inside, I really like these shoes. Dare I ever say it? I don't think I ever do, but yeah, isn't that crazy cool? And I think the part of the realism plays into that, where they said that they actually like researched on real animals. I think it paid off. It looks very legit. Love it, especially with the gloves here at the top. Look at all of this embroidery detail. Oh, then here we have the shoulder piece that I think it's like a dual mode or something like that, because we didn't always see it in every piece of the trailer, but there's like a helmet on one side and underneath is the feathers coming out, and you can also see the middle of the dress having a cutout at her waist and then in her midriff, and then the back also being open, because here she can't see it. I think here they have also the new texture, the skin textures. It looks so real. I'm a big fan. Can you tell? Here more details. We have the moon, for example, in the back of the dress, the draping with these details. I love it. There's no complaints on this. It's asymmetric, but it's not too cluttered. Maybe the bottom here, but I think the back of the back, without counting down from her butt down, I think it's so elegant. I love it. And then here we have the full dress again. So I noticed that 2 sides have a little bit of these ribbons. I don't know if that's supposed to be like the river floating or something like that. I just don't know how I feel about all of these vines. I would love to hear your opinion on it, because also here on the back of the dress you can see the moon and these vines coming up. I like that detail a lot. I think those are really pretty, but I don't know, something about this is distracting, and I will it's either too much or something like that, because it was moving all of it too. And I guess if you're actually styling it, you're not going to be doing that much moving, and it's probably not that bad, but I think that's like my least favorite, but that's still pretty high up. I still like it. Very pretty. The gloves too. For the hair, I don't know. It's I think one of those hairs, because we can have like 4 or 5 of those now, that without the accessories it's kind of gonna look silly. And personally, I do prefer a 6-star hair that works with casual outfits as well. Of course, that's not how they're gonna design it, and every piece is supposed to be special, but that's how I'm looking at it right now. I don't know if I use this hair on its own with another set, but for this one I think it does fit. The hair pieces here, I don't know, I couldn't tell you. Maybe the crown with the antler ears are one, and then maybe this front piece is one, because they kind of always do both categories, right? The faceplate kind of has teardrops and stars on there, and the moon on her nose. We see more of the feathers in the front here. Very sleek design, lots of metal. I really like that. And then here we have the bow that she turns from sitting on into the bow that she pulls. There's no actual string, and it's kind of like a see-through arrow that she throws, but it looks nice. It's got a little gradient in here, more stars and crystals, and I mean, it's nothing crazy, but the execution is done really well. Like if you say, oh, it's just a bow and arrow made out of moon and stars, you're like, alright, but I think the execution is there. Huge fan. Alright, can you tell? Can you tell? So that was our 6-star. Now, are you ready for our 5-star? Let's start with the reveal trailer here. Oh, it's like a jellyfish hat. I like this dress. Very elegant, very poofy. And the sleeves too, again, look at those floral details. I don't know if I love the neckline on this. I think I like everything else. Ooh, it looks like the skirt has a double layer, and it's got that suede, nice fabric. It reminds me a lot of the green dress. It reminds me actually a lot of the green dress. I think it's the fabric, not the flowers, because that one had like the grapevines, but I'm so pulling for this. I think I'm gonna go. I think this is gonna be a big video, guys. Liking the 5-star. Look at the shoes. Liking the 5-star dress and the 6-star. Shit. All right. Shit. All I gotta say, let's read a little bit to see what it says. They inspired this set by the poppy, so that's the flower that you saw. I thought poppies I was gonna say, I thought they were always orange, so that's why I didn't recognize it. I don't like the shape of this flower. I'm just gonna say it. I don't love the shape of the flower. I also don't really like orange, but I didn't see it at first because of that. But they say they inspired it from that, the beauty and the warmth and the blooming. And they went for a romantic, melancholic, Victorian concept, morning jewelry, and going over the ancient, intricate craftsmanship of Eastern glass. Tried to replicate the elegance of an oil painting by using an oversized A-line skirts like the big poof that we have. They really wanted to capture time standing still, so they made a bunch of embroidery, having all the poppies being 3D, and hand embellishments throughout. It kind of moves on its own, and they all had kind of like their own different shape, which is going to replicate them being frozen in time, again with that timeless vibe that they have to it. Then they chose for a light trail in the back of the skirt, which I think is interesting because they said we went for like soft and neutral fabrics, like light and flowing. So when the character wears it, it has a lot of movement inside of the dress that not having it. Get that contrast of the dress being like for eternity, which I think is cool. I love it when they over-explain these kind of things. It says the detachable train also allows for more styling possibilities. So I think they're saying that little back piece is separate. Imagine that on the green dress. Oh, you gotta pull for this. I'm gonna pull for this. The hat is the finishing touch. We used organza material with more sculpted feel, trying to depict an inverted and blooming poppy. Let's see some pictures. So if the translations is correct, this piece here that you see, the sheer fabric, that is its own thing. Which, alright, I'll take your word for it. Google Translate. I really like it. I don't know if I like the hat, but that's what I always say. Inverted poppy, I like that concept. It's good. I think it's well done. I like it. The gloves, I think, are one of my favorite as well, having the gradient with the veins on there. I think if I get my hands on that and I can get some more palettes with some duplicates, I will definitely get those. The dress is very pretty. I love the skirt of it. I just don't know the top part if I love. The high neckline with the sheer fabric and then the big poppy on the front. But the rest of the skirt, I really like it. I hope they have an orange preview. They got a red one here where you can see more of a gradient here at the bottom, which is good to know. And also the vines kind of connecting the poppy embroidery 3Dness to each other. I also see like very straight up poppy earrings here. I don't see a necklace because I think this is all part of the dress. So, and also I don't know about the shoes or socks. So I don't know how many items this will have. I don't know if I like this dye either. But you can see that the hair, because it kind of curls in and has a bank swoop to the side, has also a little gradient on the tips of the bangs and also on the bottom of the hair, which I appreciate. Okay, they didn't have to, but they almost always put a gradient on every hair. Always. That's the standard now. I like that. Alright, I appreciate that. So I'm gonna say how it is. Then here's a black one. Here, this is what I'm saying. This reminds me of the green dress because you can see the dress is black, but because of the light hitting it in a certain way, you can see the purple. I like that. I like how rich the fabric looks. It looks so expensive and heavy. Like, I want to wear this dress. Okay, I want to know what it's like. Just, if I get my hands on one of these one day, that's why I like it so much. I need more dresses that have that like sleek, long gowns with that dual fabric tone. I eat that up. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Then here with an inverted collar so you can see the vines a little bit better. Very pretty. I think the hat would make a good jellyfish, Alright, if you have that skater outfit, the 5-star from like, you know which one I'm talking about if you do, but the skater like bodysuit that kind of also looked like a jellyfish, I think that would look cute together. That's like the first thing that goes in my mind. But alright, that's our 5-star. Very promising, very exciting as well. Our 4-star is unfortunately not that exciting. I'm gonna be real with you. I feel like we've gotten a lot of sets that look almost exactly like this. It is okay. It's nothing crazy. The back is really cute. Because we have an elegant like dress that has 3 tiers, and then the bottom one has, I don't know if it's a gradient or if it's just more sheer at the bottom, a thick fabric, and then a fabric with a pattern on it, gloves with some jewels. I see earrings. I think hair's default, and then there's this really cute bag that looks like it's being used, which again, we love the texture, with a little charm on it and a bow. I think the bag is cute, but in what world would an elegant lady with gloves and all that would wear, like, dare I say, a school bag? It looks like a school bag. I would use that for school if I still was in, right? No? I like it. No complaints on the back, but the dress is nothing crazy. Oh yeah, and the shoes. We have heels with, again, in what world would an elegant wearing this whole set then wear heels with jewels on it and like a little ankle strap and then wear polka dot baggy socks inside? In what world? I don't think this works. Been very approving of all of these sets so far, so I gotta trash something, but come on. Alright, the socks in the back are cute, but they don't go with this set. I don't think so, but alright. That's our 4-star. Our SSR is Shawn, which has a very traditional look to it, and he has a mask, which makes me think, why was this not the SSR for the 6-star with the mask? I'm just saying what I'm saying. You see little hands grabbing towards him. He's got purple eyes. Did he always have purple eyes? No, right? Did he? I don't know. I'm not Roy girly. Honestly, I don't even know what the other guy's eyes look like. I don't know. This is the first one, and then this is the evolution of the character hugging him. This reminds me of Princess Mononoke. That's like the first thing that got in my head. I think it's because of the red face paint and the character hair being white here. Maybe I'm reaching here, but it has the same vibe to me, a little bit. It is pretty. So let's hear him out.
前路凶险，祸福难料，你就不要陪。
Okay, and let's hear him out again.
能遇到你，我已无憾。若有来生，我还想。
Ominous music in the back. I don't know what he says. No clue. But that's for the Shawn, for the Shawnies. Let me know. Is this one approved? I think it's cute. They have like really good cards. Even with Roy lately, they have actually like made good cards. So no complaints on this side. Then of course we have also our Decom, because it is a 6-star. It always comes with a background too, but they never showcase it. I don't think we're gonna see any pictures here either, so keep that in mind before deciding to pull on this, that you should maybe check out the background. We have our dress here. Ooh, Alright, I'm gonna be critical of these because these are very expensive. Normally these are even more than the backgrounds, right? Like 600 points. They matched it with the 6-star wings and the hair. Like the styling for this is really pretty, but it's nothing too crazy. It's very traditional for Greek mythology, which matches the whole theme we got going on. Off the shoulder, we got draping from one boobie down, and then from both shoulders we have extra fabric kind of going down, but there's nothing else. Like there's just draping and then it kind of ends there. There are nice different fabrics. There's kind of a shimmer in this one. I guess it's personal preference. I don't love it per se, but it does match with the whole Greek thing we got going on, so that's one of them. Then we also have a 5-star handheld, which is a little scroll that says cherry, and then I don't know what the rest says. And she's writing like musical notes, so she holds a pen or a quill, and there's music notes coming off of it. If I had to guess, because of the sleepy time set that we had with the Z's as well, that this is going to show when you're using it. I just think that, because they have it on both thingies. So keep that in mind. She's writing a song, if you like it or not. I think, if you like it or not, the girl. I think it could have been a little bit bigger, but I mean, she got a hold and write on it, so who knows. Alright, so that's our second item. And our last item is, ooh, it's a seal. It's a little guy. You got me there, alright. I thought I was safe. I de-influenced myself until this one. What? It's a little seal. 5-star hat. That's so cute. Oh. What if the background is good? I'm gonna have to do pulls on this. I need to decide. I don't know. That seal, so funky, so cute. It's got a little nose, so I'm assuming you can dye the nose, the patch, his eyes, and then his body. Hopefully. But that is stupidly cute. That's adorable. Okay. That was my 4 review for hopefully our next 6-star as well. Let me know, what do you think? Pull or skip? I think you've heard my opinions if you watched the whole video. So stay tuned for that pull video. I need to really budget out how many pulls I'm gonna do where, because I really need to save for that mermaid one. Maybe I should just go for this one instead, because I already have the mermaid tail, so it's not the end of the world. I don't know yet. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna budget that later. Thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!